Konos presents Jessica Hulcy.
Hello, I'm Jessica Hulcy, co-author of Konos Curriculum. Today we're going to share with you a very easy way to make a woman's pilgrim costume using a man's dress shirt. This can be from your husband's closet that he's discarding, or it can be from the Goodwill for $4 in 2019. Let's look at the diagram that we have given you. You can see that the very top of the shirt is used for the bonnet. Let's look up here at the shirt. It says cut above the pocket and below the third button. Well, this is 1, 2, 3. I don't have a pocket. And so we're going to make sure we're going to cut below the third button. So I just take a pencil and I'm just going to kind of just draw in where I'm cutting. I notice that it comes right here over the sleeve, right there. So I'm going to do the same. I'm just going to do, this is a little quick costume, so this is not, we're not fashion designers. Now again, we look at the cuffs, that's self-explanatory. And over here, the apron top. Look at the sleeve. I like to take the apron top from this part of the sleeve right here. And it depends on how small your little girl is right there. Then I like to take the bonnet strings. They're right down here on the bottom. You cut along the edge of the double hem of the man's shirt. Those are the bonnet strings. And then back to the apron. The apron top is going to need some strings. One is the button plaque and the other one is the hole plaque. Both of those are going to be the apron ties. And the very back of the man's skirt is the apron. Now, we've cut our pieces out. I want to go over this with you very quickly. This is the back of the shirt, and this is the apron. Here is under the arm piece. This is the waistband. And here are the two ties, the button plaque and the hole plaque. This is how we're going to assemble that. I'm going to show you a finished product. But you can see this is the gathered back of the shirt attached to the under the arm piece and the buttons that were over here and the buttonhole plaque over here. And this is your little apron. This is fairly, as your generation likes to say, intuitive. But I want to go on to the bonnet, which is not so intuitive. I want to show you how we get from this bottom one that is just the piece cut up here to this one. I want to compare two bonnets we've made in the past. And this is the next step. You take the bonnet, now just let me get in front of you here. You take what you've cut, and we're working on the inside out. You ought to be able to see the tag. Now, you are stitching from the yoke, under the yoke, right in the middle where the tag is, and you are stitching around and down here. This is going to be the crown. So this is, you don't cut this off, but this does not figure into your bonnet outside. Notice that this is 5.5 inches. This one over here is 6 inches. This is 4.5. This is 4 inches. You have to just kind of play with this. This is what you're doing, cutting. Stitching. I've done it in pen so you could see it. Just a quick little show how we gather. Again, we come underneath the yoke and we have sewn all of this curve. We've already given you the measurements, but I wanted to show you how I gather. I go 1, and that's about 1 inch wide, 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. You said, oh my gosh, she said 8. Well, here it goes, 9, and 10, and 11. And what is my defining mark? I need 4 inches in between. I'm at 11. There's the 4 inches right there, but I can go another one, and so this is 12. So this does not depend on a number, but it depends on the in-between. Here is the middle, and here is the 4 inches. I've already gathered one side, and here is the other. So this was 12. That's your mark. And that is how you're going to decide how many times you gather. This I'm holding together this way while I get my sewing pin, and I am going to punch it through, and with about 8 stitches, I'm going to have the same as I have on this side, gathered and sewed. And that's where you sew your bonnet strings in. And voila, now you have a pilgrim hat for a woman. This is what a finished product looks like. Here is the little apron, and here is the little pilgrim's hat. You can see we used a khaki shirt here. We hope you have fun making this, and a great Thanksgiving.
Everyone, climb aboard, 'cause it's time for KONOS, KONOS. If I had my choice, I'd choose it over all the rest. My phonics I'll discern, I'll even wait my turn, just as long as I can learn from K.